What's happening? Facebook Live. Your amigo, your compadre. That's right. Lou Pizarro in the house. Welcome, Repo Radio. And, of course, we have in for Ana Vergara Mendoza, Bree. How are you, Bree?
Hello. I'm doing really good. How are you guys?
Outstanding. What are you wearing on those lips, my dear?
I have on Contessa.
Yes.
Again.
Outstanding. Way to
Thank
support the big boss lady.
I had to support her.
All right. So I'm still waiting for mine.
I know. Where's yours?
I
You
don't
always
know.
yell at me for having
You
it.
know, it's
You're
like-
not even wearing any.
Because you guys don't want to bring it to me. You know I'll wear it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Challenge
so-
accepted.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will come prepared next week.
Fern V in the house.
I'm back.
All right, brother. Glad you can make it. You ready for the sports stuff?
I don't hear me.
You don't hear me? I hear you loud and clear. Randy,
I do.
Yeah, I hear you.
you hear him?
All right.
Okay. Randy Fuchsia's in the background. Love the shirt, brah. There
Yes.
you go.
You know, it's funny. I get so many compliments when I wear this shirt. So, yeah.
Good.
Next
Nice.
red carpet event, I'm wearing this shirt.
All right, guys. And check this out.
I want that.
Facebook.
I want that.
Our special guest in the house. That's right. Actress and book author extraordinaire. That's right. You've seen her on Renegade, on Halloween, on many, many, many movies and many projects. Let's give it up for Kathleen Kinmont.
Yeah.
Woo!
Thank you.
Did I say the last name right?
You did. You said
Okay.
it perfectly. Thank
All
you.
right.
Mr. Pizarro.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm saying. And we're gonna be talking about her book. Check this out, guys. Look at that book. I should have been nicer to Quentin Tarantino. Oh my.
Yes.
So many people should have.
Wait, okay.
Jeez.
Did you leave your socks on? Is that why he's mad? No, just kidding. He has a foot thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
No, sorry. Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
she has a kid's book too, Magic and
nice.
Beauty. Unicorns. We're gonna have fun with this book.
Unicorns and Pegasus.
And Pegasus.
Yes,
Look at that.
everyone should be together.
Indeed. Look at that. So you like horses, huh?
I love horses.
Wow.
Yes, I'm horse crazy from
Yeah.
the get-go.
The get-go. What's your
Yes.
favorite horse movie?
Oh
Ooh.
gosh, Spirit.
Oh wow.
I love Spirit. Oh,
Okay.
and Black Stallion and
Okay.
National Velvet and
Look at you. You know all
Calamity Jane. My mom was Calamity Jane.
of them. Really?
Yeah, she played Calamity Jane in a movie back in the 50s, or actually, no, 60s, because she was pregnant with my little brother,
Oh.
and she didn't know. And she was being dragged
my
through the
goodness.
desert off of the side of a horse, you
Yeah.
know, being pulled. And
Sure.
she's like, huh,
Wow.
I think I might have something else going on here.
All right.
Getting bumped along the trail.
Thanks.
Wow, that's
So funny.
exciting. Bree, do you like
Yes.
horses?
I love horses.
Good answer. Have you
Yes.
ever ridden one?
I have. My
Really?
dad's a veterinarian, so
Yes.
Oh.
yes.
What
I mean,
kind
he
of vet?
mostly did small animal.
Okay.
But when you're practicing to be a vet, you have to learn all. So anytime we found horses, or if you had a client that had horses,
Wow.
I would go over there and ride them.
Okay. And Randy, how about you, buddy? You like horses?
Yeah, well, I live with a lot of horse property around here. And my neighbor had horses. Across the street, they have horses. When I was growing up, my best friend had horses, so we would ride his horses. And then when I was in Ensenada, before the COVID, a few years ago, I went horseback riding over there. It had been a while since I had been on a horse.
Hey, Randy, do you like horses?
Yeah,
Hey,
I
bro.
like horses. I
Hey.
like turtles.
How about you, Fern? You like horses, brother?
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, I like horses too, man. I got some really good stories. Some of them I can't tell on the radio, but we actually, I would say, I actually had a horse before.
Really?
Yeah, remember I told you the story about Tender K. Lou? So we had a quarter horse.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love quarter horses.
yeah. So
they're great.
it's a long story, but I made a lot of money. I was in the 8th grade and I was making money.
Racing the quarter horse?
No, I used to have to clean up.
Okay.
And so when the horse would go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
I was in Oregon at the time, and these mushrooms would grow, and the people at school would want to buy them from me. And I didn't know they were called shrooms. So my buddy came over. He goes, "Hey, let's go bike riding." We used to go BMX riding. And I go, "Dude, I got to clean up after the horse." And he comes over and he's like, he goes, "Hey, dude, can I get those mushrooms?" I go, "What do you want those for?" And he goes, "I can get $5 a bag." I'm like, "I'll tell you what, you help me clean after Tender K. Lou, you're going to have all you want." Next thing you know, I had the whole school coming over. "Hey, can we help clean?"
Oh, my God.
Oh,
This is
my
no joke.
Wait, so they're psychedelic shrooms?
Yeah, they're called shrooms.
They're
And-
DMT?
Yes.
Is it DMT?
Yes.
Shrooms grow
Dude.
out of they grow out of all kinds of shit, and they work.
Got a miniature Walter
I've
White.
never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. And then so I went on to, I was slinging shrooms, I was slinging golf balls, I was slinging clams. I lived in Seaside, Oregon,
Oh my
and it's a
God.
little beach community. So that's how I hustled. It's like I go to the golf course and I go to the river and get the golf the golf balls, and then I would go clamming at 4:30 in the morning, and I'd sell clams for, I think it was like $2 a pound to the restaurants. I mean, I was a little hustler back then.
Wow.
So
That's weird.
I like that you got all the other kids to help out with the cleaning up.
Yeah.
That's like a Mark Twain thing.
Yeah,
That's like definitely Tom Sawyerville.
yeah, I was like, come over,
Look at how
guys.
fun this is.
Oh, you don't even know. I mean, we're not on the radio, so we got time. So, and when I got in the school that I went to was called Broadway Middle School, and we were the Broadway Sharks, and I was the only Latino in that school. So here's the pros and the cons. When I got there, I remember there was this beautiful blonde girl named Jeannie. And she kind of took me under her wing for like 2 days, right? She's like,
Just 2 days.
yeah, I want you to meet my brother, Tom and John. So on the third day, she became my girlfriend. So, and then Tom and John are my best friends. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now it's
so
like,
dreamy genie.
yeah.
I dream of the genie
you
with
don't
the
even
long
know.
blonde hair.
Absolutely. And she had the beautiful blue eyes, and she was just a bombshell. Jeannie Helson from Seaside, Oregon. I think she might have moved to Washington State. At any rate,
give them to me.
so, yeah, she taught me a lot. She was a great woman.
For 2 days. That's a lot of teaching.
No, it was like a year after.
No.
Oh.
But here's the cons. The cons that everybody wanted Jeannie, and so everybody wanted to fight me because I took their girl from them. I'm like, and these are some big corn-fed dudes on the football team, you know. And it was like, but what they didn't know, although I had this little baby face, that I grew up in the streets, and that's all I did was fight to defend myself. And when I started beating
Like,
these guys
I might be
up,
in Oregon, but I'm from the Bronx.
yeah, when I started
so-
beating these guys up, all of a sudden I became everybody's friend. And I'm like, thank God. And so now I was like their friend.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
If you please.
And I was like, I was
We can
tired
kill
of
it.
fighting these guys.
Right? You had to earn the respect.
And I was tired of Saturday school, man. For like,
Saturday school.
yeah, the Saturday school over there. So, but it's not as bad. When I was in Florida, you'd get the paddle. But that's another story. So anyways,
Always in Florida.
yeah.
I know. Wow.
It's
Crazy
the craziest stuff always ends with those two words. In
So-
Florida.
So yeah, anyways, guys, we're here with Kathleen Kinmont. Kathleen, you are phenomenal. You've done some great stuff.
Thanks. Lou. Thanks.
So-
Thanks. Still going. You know, I mean, like, there's no quitting me.
Yeah.
Literally. I mean, like, I'm plowing forward into new horizons
Wow.
and still acting.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm doing a movie with Branscombe Richmond in a couple of weeks in Maui.
In Maui. Wow.
Yes, a Hallmark movie. I know, right? I know. In COVID.
I love Hallmark.
I
you
do
know?
too.
I wish I can like live in those movies. You know.
All
just
right,
talk-
aren't they just like they're like little dreamscape
Yeah.
bubble globes
Yeah.
where you're just like everything's perfect.
Yeah.
Don't let me out of here ever.
It's so true. It's like a snow globe.
Yeah, it's my second Hallmark film. I did another
Nice.
one a couple years ago, a Merry Christmas Match, which was really sweet, and
Wow.
and then I worked in a show called Phoenix in November, December. So I've been working through COVID, which has been an exceptional experience as far
that's
as
awesome.
like, you know, everyone learning about personal space and
Oh yeah.
washing your hands. And nasal swabs. That's a new thing.
Yeah.
That's a new traumatic thing that we're all going to realize. It's
Oh.
like it's almost like being probed by aliens, but different.
Yeah, I was at the studio not too long ago, and it's like this little prickly thing in this thing, like in your nose, but it's not as bad as them jamming that whole thing to the back of your brain.
And they go like, I'm just going to count to 10. And they count to 10 like this. 1, 2, 3. And you're like, this is the longest 10 of my life. I'm like, you know, you're like up inside behind your eyebrows.
And then it's time for the next nostril.
Yeah, like
and
that's
you're
how
like,
they count in wrestling.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
I know, right?
Seriously.
Yeah, come on. Like, uncle already. Tio.
And I got like
No mas.
at the studio, it's like not even 5 minutes. Like, okay, you're negative.
Oh, I know.
It's like
I know.
that fast.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but it's that fast. So,
It's expensive, but it's that. It sounds like a lot of things.
yeah. So that's what's going on Facebook Live. Thanks for tuning in. You guys spread the word. We got Kathleen Kinmont, and she's promoting her 2 beautiful books. I Should Have Been Nicer to Quentin Tarantino. And of course, my favorite magic computer. Look at this. Oh, a unicorn.
So cute.
And
Oh,
a
yeah.
Pegasus.
You know who would like this?
Everybody.
Yes, but you know specifically one of the manly men?
Who?
Emilio Rivera from Sons of Anarchy and the Mayans.
Oh, my goodness. Let's give him one.
He
Let's
loves
send him one.
unicorns, right,
Oh, he
Randy?
does?
Really?
Well,
Yes, he does.
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's a nice unicorn.
All right,
That's
Facebook.
a nice unicorn.
That's a nice unicorn.
Yeah,
Who
that's-
doesn't love unicorns? I mean,
I
right?
true, they're
Unicorns. They're magical. They create.
yeah.
They create an imagination that's beyond our wildest dreams.
They're magically delicious.
The imaginary.
That's Lucky Charms, dude. Stop. She's Irish, but stop, okay? Yeah, so
It's
you're,
still magically delicious.
yeah.
I got Lucky Charms right here. Lucky Charms.
I love it. I love it. You know what's so funny? Well, I better not say it. Now, we're not on
Yes,
the radio
yes.
yet, right? We're on
Not
Facebook.
yet.
I can say it. We got a green light. Okay, so
Okay.
I was having a conversation. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna order a somebody from Sweden to come down and be my assistant. Because every time I have an assistant here, and by the way, it's like they get Americanized like this, and they go on their own.
Just like a child.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Bree?
I think so. Maybe.
You know, yeah. So, yeah, it's like, you know, we bring the interns, we bring them,
Right.
you know,
Sure,
and all of a
sure.
sudden they just, I'm like, look, you got to give us a little time before you spread your wings. And
Yeah,
our goal is to open doors, but relax. Right. We'll get the right doors open for you. Anyways,
Our first producer left and to go work for the Lakers.
Oh,
Yes.
Really?
wow.
yeah, that's Patty. That was well
Quite-
done. Yeah.
quite a step
She's
up.
a beauty. She was in Chicago. I think she came back. Yeah, she does a show of the Lakers. She's a beautiful woman. Good spirit. Yeah, she's awesome. So at any rate, and that being said, let's start the radio show because I lost what I was going to say. What's up, everybody? Lou Pizarro here. That is right, repossessing the airwaves, hanging out with Bree, filling in for Ana Vergara Mendoza.
Hello.
Wow, look at you, you little Scottish princess, you.
You know, just have to represent the redheads.
That's right. I did tell you that I'm a Scottish lord now, right?
You did, yes.
I'm
Welcome to the club.
26% Scottish, according
That's-
to 23andMe.
That's incredible. I think you might
Wow.
be more Scottish than me. So.
And my daughters are such sweethearts. They went and did this whole thing, and I got the certificate that I'm a Scottish lord. I'm like, I'm really a criminal, but they gave me this whole thing, which was cool, man. And of course, we got Fern V with sports in the house.
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, Mr. Raider Man.
Okay.
All right, Rad Fuses in the background, guys.
I'm a Lord of the Rings.
He's the lord of something.
Wow.
That is for sure, guys.
Orcrest, the Goblin Cleaver.
Oh,
my
easy, killer.
goodness.
Easy. And of course, our special guest. That's right, all the way from Hollywood.
Yes.
Actress and book author extraordinaire, Kathleen Kinmont.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi.
Kathleen, how are you?
Oh, I'm so good. Thank you, Lou.
Indeed, you
Yes.
are. Wow. You know, I gotta
That's
say,
for the
you're-
children. For the children.
Yes, I have to say, this is a phenomenal book. I Should Have Been Nicer to Quentin Tarantino. We're going to be talking about this book here. And we're also going to be talking about this other awesome, beautiful book, Magic and Beauty, all about the unicorns and Pegasus. And look at this book.
The creation of the world.
Yes, the creation of the world. And wow.
And the creation of my life, really,
But
with
we're-
the other one.
We're going to get to the nitty gritty. That's what we're going to do. So, wow. Okay. So let's go all the way back. I want the audience, I want everybody in FM Radio Land to hear this story about Kathleen's.
Yes.
Everything that you know and that you've done, okay, on Falcon Crest. Tell us about that.
On Falcon Crest?
Yeah. You got to know some dirt from there.
Falcon Crest. Well, that was Lorenzo and my mom.
And your mom.
Right. So they were playing mother and son. And I met him when I was 15. And I was really pretty young. There wasn't a whole lot of dirt, other than like watching them work, and it wasn't until really later when Lorenzo and I were working on Renegade together. That's really where the nitty gritty.
The great segue.
Great
segue.
I mean, because quite honestly, I was.
Well, let me tell you, at 15.
At 15, I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
Lorenzo Lamas. He was like on a TV star. But I knew him from this show called California Fever that he did. It was 6 episodes with Jimmy McNichol. Do you remember this show? California Fever. It was a very short-run syndicated show. And it was, it was didn't last long, so there were only like posters of it on lamp posts and things, and I saw it when I was on my bike riding to school, and I was like, wow, who's that guy? The guy that was like holding all 6 other cast members on his back. This dude, Lorenzo Lamas, and then he gets cast to play my mom's son.
Wow.
And so I had a crush on him from before that.
Wow.
Met him on Falcon Crest, pined for him for about 7 or 8 years.
Oh my.
And then we started dating, 18. Got married when we were 20. When I was 23. And then we did a whole bunch of movies.
Wait, you married Lorenzo?
I was married to Lorenzo.
Wow.
You didn't know this?
I didn't know.
That's hilarious.
Well, it was her turn.
Lou, there's a thing called Google.
You were married to Lorenzo?
For 5 years. Yeah.
Wow.
I did a nickel.
Outstanding. I got some questions. Hey, can I kiss you?
Follow-up question.
What? Sure.
Yeah. She was married to Lorenzo.
You want to kiss
So?
the lips of Lorenzo's?
Oh, wait a minute. Did I just say that on the radio?
I don't know if that's how it works.
So let's talk about 15. When I was 15, let me tell you the posters that I had.
Okay.
I had Farrah Fawcett,
Oh, yeah.
Jacqueline Smith, Sean Cassidy.
All the angels.
All the angels.
Sean Cassidy's awesome. He's great. I love that guy. But yeah, those are good ones. Yeah. Was it the Farrah Fawcett one with the Navajo blanket behind her?
Indeed.
Oh my God, that's the iconic shot of all time,
Yes.
right? With like the red bathing suit and the hard nipples.
Nowadays they couldn't do that.
I was in love.
Best description.
Really white teeth, and just like she had that joie de vivre that just says like life is effing great.
Yes.
And it's meant to be lived.
At one point, I wanted to be Lee Major so bad. So, anyways, that's another story.
So did Ryan O'Neal.
Oh, wow. All right. That's,
Yeah.
right, guys, that's right. We're getting in the mix. We are getting the
Farrah
facts,
was
the truth.
amazing. Farrah was so cool. What a beautiful woman, and like an amazing athlete, and just like stunning. And she and my mom played tennis quite a bit together.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom was on the tennis circuit with Farrah, so I got to meet her a few times, and she was like, wow. I mean, just like a breath of air that you just kind of. Some people have a wake behind them where people are just kind of like their jaws are still hanging open. They're like, wow, what was that?
Wow.
Farrah had that. Farrah had that. That wow factor. No
Wow.
doubt. So she was worthy of your wall.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. Oh, it's not that late.
Is it still line 30?
Yes.
It is. It's
Take the camera off me.
Here.
Yeah.
Put the camera on
Put the
breathe.
camera on breathe.
Put the camera on breathe. Yeah.
I'll be sober over here for everyone.
Oopsie.
Well, everybody can look at me while I
So
say,
after
go to
I kiss you, I'm
youtube.com.
gonna call up Lorenzo and say, "Hey, bro, I kissed you."
Dude.
Oh my God. We're back to this.
Lorenzo's such a cool cat, man.
He is.
I got to tell you, every time we reached out to him to do a project, like, in fact, I did a pilot with him and someone, I forget how I got into the mix, but that's how I was eligible to get my SAG card.
Oh, awesome.
To this project. I can't remember what it was, but it was so hilarious. Yeah.
I helped Shauna get her SAG card. Shauna number 1.
Oh, Shauna number 1.
Yeah. Lorenzo called me and he was like, hey, she needs to get her SAG card because they were engaged. Because we split up halfway through Renegade.
Tell her to have 2 kids.
In the middle of 2 seasons.
Oh
in the
my
middle
goodness.
of the second
She
season.
did.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all in the book. I mean, like, it was intense.
Wow.
I did 2.5 more seasons with him, divorced. And in that 4th season, they were engaged. And he was like, hey, she needs her SAG card, so she's going to be doing a scene with you. Is that, you're cool with that?
Oh
and I'm
my
like,
goodness.
Pete Davidson, that character where he's like, okay. Yeah. That's how I kind of became, in that you're just like, all right, you're just like, ugh.
Oh man.
Okay.
So I did this scene with her. It's like this very simple 8 lines or whatever. It needed to be looped. So I was like in the ADR and I was like, guys, let me do her voice. Come on. Let me do her voice.
Let's hear it.
I was like, oh my God,
I love it.
like everything was like,
Oh, my gosh.
hi, I'm just like, and then Lorenzo heard it because they left it. Like, and he came in and he was like, no. But then,
I hope you got paid for it.
I got paid. Yeah, I mean, I did. Yeah, for her looping. You're funny.
Oh, my God.
But I got fired from the show because I went and did Howard Stern, and I talked all about everything that was going on.
Wow.
Because Lorenzo had gotten her a gatefold on Playboy, and he was putting up all of her Polaroids in the makeup trailer of her freaking snatch and her tits and everything.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, guest stars are coming. I'm like, what's with the fucking, what's with the grips? Everybody, like craft service is in the makeup trailer. What's going on? I mean, young kids, like tits and ass and just shit all over the place.
Wow.
And I was just like so over it. And I had done Howard Stern a couple times, and he had been, because I had a radio show on KLSX, and he's like, I want to promote you. You're the only one I want to promote, but all I want to do really is hear about Lorenzo and this new engagement and all this stuff. It was like 4 a.m. at the Monkey Bar, and I was like so tired and had no edit factor whatsoever. So for 45 minutes, it was like 3 minutes of my radio show, and everything else was just like, and I just was like blah, 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 blah. And I got to set, and Lorenzo was like, fucking fit to be tied. And it was like, we finished that episode, and I got brought in the producer's room, and it was like,
We're killing you off.
we're just going to let you go. We're not even going to explain where you went or
What
what
happened?
Yeah. No.
Oh, my
Whoa.
That was a big, yeah. So it's always good to be careful of what you say.
Yeah, and kind of like this book right here, too, right? You gotta,
It's very important to be in control of what comes out of your mouth.
yes,
Sure.
And what goes into your mouth.
that's right.
And your perception. Because those are truly
important.
the only 3 things we have control over. Everything
Perception
else is
important. Look at this
is
picture.
Mother Nature.
Look
And
at that. Wow, what a bombshell right there.
Ooh, yes.
Kidding me?
that's me having my moment of truth.
Wow.
Oh, I'm seeing the light.
Man.
I see the light.
So I think that if you, Lorenzo, what nationality is Lorenzo? He's Mexicano, right?
He's Argentinian, and Norwegian.
Okay,
His
dad.
mother, Arlene Dahl, is Norwegian, and his father, Fernando Lamas, is Argentinian.
Yeah, Argentinian. That's right.
Aquí me pongo a cantar.
I'm surprised you didn't have a lot
Vicuela.
of kids with him. Being Latino, because Latin guys, we have a lot of kids.
I know, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
No, he has 6 kids, like you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and, yeah, he's got a nice
Wow.
Brady Bunch going.
See, I was right. Yeah.
But yeah, he had the kids he needed to have with the people he needed to have them with.
Got it.
And they're all beautiful
Okay.
and loving and
All right.
strong and healthy. God love them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have one?
I have my daughter,
And she's 14,
16.
16. Okay.
Yes, 16 and brilliant, intelligent, independent, strong.
Well, if you ever want to borrow any kids, I have them of all ages.
There you
And
go.
grandkids, you just name it. I'll let you borrow.
If I need to go to the carpool lane, I
Yes.
just come over, rent a kid.
Hey, that's a good idea.
It's not a bad idea.
You guys both have the same super cool goatee.
Thanks.
Oh, you
Stephen
do.
Cannell had that.
He did indeed.
Yeah, that was
He did. I,
sexy.
when I got out of the Marine Corps, I was always clean shaven for a long
By
time.
the way, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I read about that. I
Thank
was
you.
Miss USO for a year while I was doing on
Outstanding, really?
Renegade for a whole year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
Like-
did like 12 tours.
Okay,
so thank you.
Oh, thank
and the
you.
Marines were like amazing.
So,
yeah.
I worked a lot with the USO. Well,
Wow, that's so cool.
The Bob Hope USO, Gary
course.
Bryant, Careth 101, and at that time it was Mike Talman. He was the director. If you remember him.
Right, of course.
I did a lot of stuff with Mike, and that's my number one thing.
Yeah,
That is.
yeah,
So,
me too.
Wow.
Because you know what? You give so freely what we so freely take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, nobody knows until they really kind of step around that area
Oh, yeah.
in life of
Sure.
like what this is about.
Yeah.
From the top brass down to the people that greet you and the security. I mean, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone is like,
Agreed.
it's a giver,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so thank you. I appreciate
Oh,
it a lot.
thank you for saying that, and I appreciate you all those tours for the USO. That's priceless.
It is priceless.
Yeah.
Yes. Getting to go to destinations unknown out into the ocean, bringing back guys that were guard dogging Iraq and, all the.
You know what's so funny? It's like I've felt this connection to Bob Hope
Yeah.
all my life. And it turns out that in 1967, when he was aboard the USS Ranger giving his Christmas party during Vietnam, I was being born.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
And so I'm a Christmas baby. I was born on that day. So I was
wow.
I love doing that because I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of Bob Hope.
Isn't it neat to find out celestially what was
Yes.
going on when you arrived under this planet?
Yes.
Isn't that kind of interesting? Like,
I like that.
Like, what was happening? Like, the Dodgers won the year that I was born, 65.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dodger girl with it. Well,
Oh, my
Dodger
God.
Superwoman now.
Serious stuff.
Yes, love
Like,
the hat. Yeah,
This
I got.
hat was the badass.
Well, we're definitely gonna. Once we go on the radio, we're gonna talk Dodgers.
In the shallow.
Who's singing that?
I was.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was singing it this weekend on karaoke.
Okay, you guys
Oh
are
my,
the same
are
person.
you kidding me?
Tell me something, boy.
Tell me something, boy.
Aren't you tired of...
Yes.
Oh, man. I'm feeling like love
Oh,
connection.
you Dude, I love that song. Are you
I
kidding me?
love that
You
Do you
song.
like karaoke?
Yes.
All right, we're it's on.
Yes.
Something, boy.
You like this version?
You tired trying to fit
Are they in the bathroom? he's like talking to her from the his and her bathrooms. Seriously. Through their mansion. Tell me something, girl. Can you?
I got to tell you, man, that movie, Stars Born, both of them, but it's phenomenal. I got to tell you, Lady Gaga did
yeah.
such a great job, just the energy, and it just brought tears to my eyes, and I felt it in my soul, and that was important to me, that I felt it that deep, And Bradley Cooper,
Yes.
oh my gosh.
I know, right? Are you man crushing?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can
Yeah. His voice, like, he was just like totally like, and he got Sam Elliott to play his brother.
Sam Elliott was awesome.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, now I know where he got his voice.
Yeah. Well, you just had nothing to say.
Oh my God, I love Sam Elliott.
You stole my voice. Oh my gosh. And then when he went into the
Literally.
garage, I'm like, no.
No, I know. And he put the steak out for the dog, and I was
Yeah,
like,
but-
no. And then he locked the dog in the house, and I was like, wait a minute, how's the dog going to get out? And
Yeah.
that was weird. No, but I still cared. It was just, that's brutal. You know what? That movie made me want to call people.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Call them what? Call them names? Just kidding.
Yeah, Andy.
That's me. Just me.
The opposite.
Hi guys, Lou Pizarro here in the house, man. We're promoting I Should Have been nicer to Quentin Tarantino. This is one of Kathleen Kinmont's books. We're excited about that. We'll talk about the other book too in a little bit. Bree, how you doing, my dear?
I'm doing good.
All right. So, have you read this book yet?
I have not, but I have a copy right now on my desk at home that I'm excited to read.
Okay, so by the next show, you have to read the book because I want to know about it.
Got it. I always did complete my reading assignments, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll annotate and everything.
Yeah. All right. Cool, man. Fern, are you ready to do your sports, man?
No.
No, I'm just checking. I was just checking. Don't get nervous, man. We're
I'm not nervous.
I know we got Kathleen Kinmont in the house, but don't get nervous.
I want to hear about her book.
We're going to talk about her book right now. So,
Agreed.
Kathleen, what inspired you to write this book with Quentin Tarantino on the title there?
You know, Quentin was in my very first acting class
Oh,
Wow.
when I was 16.
Wow.
And my mom, Abby Dalton, who was an actor, and I told her I want to be an actor, and she said, "Okay, great. You need to go and take lessons. Go to class. Start learning the craft, as would any artist who wants to learn, how to play the guitar or how to work a studio or whatever." So she didn't just, blow any smoke. She said, get into a class, and there's one up the street. That's James Best Theater Center. I grew up in Toluca Lake here,
Wow.
California. I'm a Valley girl.
right next to Bob Hope.
Totes, Val. And so I rode my bike, and I got over there, and it was a bunch of adults, really, and there was a couple of teenagers, me, my friend from high school, and this dude who was at the back, this 19-year-old guy who was just, Quentin Tarantino before he was Quentin Tarantino. And he really wanted to write a scene with us. And he was feverishly, with his yellow pad and his pen, and he was always doing something and early and, had a lot of energy. And I was very young, and, I was like, still trying to learn how to play some messed up teenage kid and not really interested in like doing some kind of romantic scene, which he was like, yeah, we need to do like some kind of
A kissing scene?
Exactly. Exactly. Straight up the bat.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, what? Like, and I didn't really know how to navigate that. But
Wow.
it was he was in the class for a couple years, and then he went off and did Reservoir Dogs, and he pretty much went into the writing genre pretty quickly, and we never really connected because I told the teacher in the class, like, under no uncertain terms, do I really want to do a scene with Quentin yet? I want to work with the adults and play a messed up teenager. I don't want to be a girlfriend to some young teenage dude yet. I was just like, So it kind of, I always regretted that. This is the book of regrets. It's the regurge of every embarrassing, weird, moment that would ever hold me back from the confidence that I should have in any given situation. Whatever, follows you in something that makes you feel less than. Why not write it down, get it out, and that was what my self-therapy was.
So let me give you my interpretation. What if?
Yes.
What if because you did not want to do a kissing scene with Quentin Tarantino, that was a catalyst that turned his life around to go do Reservoir Dogs and make
No
him.
doubt. Sure.
What if?
Why not?
What if?
What if?
That's true.
You would have done that, and you'd be in Kill Bill 1, Kill Bill 2, Pulp Fiction.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
You feel me?
Hey,
yeah.
okay, guys.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something personal,
Yes.
okay?
Oh,
All right, listen to me, Uma. Okay.
it's getting real.
By the way, the scenarios of so many things that Quentin and I actually have in common with. The Bride of Reanimator, the film that I did, where I literally ripped my own heart out from my chest. K&B Effects Group did that character. That was very early in my career. K&B does all of Quentin's movies.
Wow.
He named the Uma Thurman character The Bride. The character in the Hollywood movie, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Rick Dalton, think about it.
Okay.
Abby Dalton. He had such
Hello.
a crush on my mom. When he met me, he was seeing my mom.
Yeah.
He knew my mom's career. He grew up a little bit with her. And in that whole kind of 70s, you know, we both did. I mean, like, it was we were in the Robert Conrad generation of Hollywood. Like, it was, you know, it was Lee Major's time. It was Farrah Fawcett. It was all of that.
Woo.
You know, like, everything was like super sexed up and ramped up, and I was just kind of like, I was just getting my feet wet. I was just dipping a toe in.
Don't tell that to Quentin. He likes that.
He likes the feet.
He loves feet.
How would you interpret today?
I know that.
How would you interpret today being I should have been nicer to Quentin Tarantino? What do you mean? What should you have been nicer to him about?
You know what? I love this question, because you know what? When you see that person at the back of the room and they've got something going on and you don't know what it is, and it might be intimidating, and they've got some kind of very big aura of intelligence or creativity or something that's just a little bit extra. Let's just use that word because that's the word of the day, right?
Okay.
Be kind to them.
Sure.
And be invested in whatever it is that they're creating, because you never know what it is. And like, be open to it. Like, if I had that within me and in my wheelhouse at that time, like at that age,
Yes.
that would have been like, yeah. And then, hey, you know what? There's still time.
Absolutely. Well said. And you know, I have.
Lou, you always say something similar.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
And I always say treat everyone like a star.
Yes.
Because you never know who they are, or who they're going to be,
Yes.
or when they're going to be gone.
Right. Or when they're going to be gone. That's
Yes.
so
That's my favorite
true.
phrase.
So what you said
Yes.
just resonates with me, and that's
Good.
right, and it's something that we all should really take into consideration. But yeah, I mean, just the fact that he was just a back slap away from you, right?
Dude, we were pals. It was like, oh, there's Quentin. I mean, he could have quite possibly been living in his car at that time. I don't know. But he was
Sure.
at Blockbuster. He was a kid. He was just figuring it out. It was Toluca Lake. It was the stomping ground. He was a kid from Reseda. You know, he's a Valley dude. And, you know, we were just like, hey, hi. And I was like, whoa, you know, and he was like, hey. And I was like,
Oh, my
ah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Does he know you wrote the book?
You know, I gave a copy to Danielle Harris.
Okay.
And I wrote to Quentin, aren't you stoked you're in the title of my book?
That's amazing.
Like, so I don't know if she's given it to him yet, but Danielle Harris, who is in Halloween 4, she and Quentin are actually very good friends, and he cast her in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She was one of the ranch people, and the, you know, she was like 9 months pregnant.
Oh, I know who that.
You know Danielle? And
No, I know the character.
Oh, you know the character?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the movie, and I've known her since she was 9 years old. I would have never recognized her because she just looked like a completely, I mean, talk about an alien. You know, she looked completely inhabited. I would have never recognized her for a second. And Quentin told her she had this line that she was going to do in a Bruce Willis movie that she never got to do. And Quentin said, like, oh, got it. It wasn't that, but it was like something so disgusting. Like, I can't even remember it, and if I make something up, it's not even cool. But Quentin knew, and he was like, "I'm going to let you say that line in the movie to Brad Pitt," and she was like, "Oh my God, I could die and go to heaven."
Oh, jeez.
And then she went into labor, and she was never able to do it. So,
that sucks.
I know.
Whoa! All right. Oh yeah, guys, party time, Repo Radio. Your guy Lou Pizarro in the house, guys. Don't forget, go to Amazon and check out Heavy Duty Lovers, the movie. That's right, guys.
Yeah.
So it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's a great love film. If you love the pyramids, Mexico in the house right here. But today, guys, we are here with our friend Kathleen Kinmont.
Oh,
Yeah.
Woo! Oh, Kathleen. Kathleen. Remember I tried to chop people's names up?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
You're doing great.
it's the time.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it's the time. So, all right. So you tell us about your passion for the Dodgers.
Oh,
Everybody wants to hear
oh my
that.
God, I know, right? These guys. Was this the best part of 2020?
Yes,
Oh,
it was.
yes.
And the Lakers winning too.
And the Lakers winning too. Yes, yes. I have a very close affinity for the Dodgers. I caught a ball with this
Oh,
exact
yes.
hat.
Wow.
Yeah, with Vin Scully commentating over it.
Yes.
I mean, thank you. He actually said, "Yes, you deserve a curtain call."
Nice.
It was a rainy night, September 15th, 2015. They were playing the Colorado Rockies.
Wow.
Yeah, it just rained, so like everyone in LA was like, "Oh my God, what do we do?" They're like, "Run inside." So that like took care of like half the audience of like anybody trying to block me from catching a pop fly, and it was kind of it wasn't a screamer, but it was a nice crack of the bat, and it
Yeah.
actually had some really nice loft to it. And
Wow.
I was like Marty Feldman. I don't know if you remember him, the actor that like could look in two different directions
Sure.
with both eyes. So I
Yes.
was like looking at the ball and watching Justin Turner at the same time, trying not to be that nationally televised idiot that like screws up a play. So I could see Justin wasn't moving. So I was like, oh my God, this is coming literally right to me, and it was right over the boundary of
Wow.
a foul ball, and I
Beautiful.
That's
caught it with
amazing.
my hat.
And we're, you
That's
know what,
cool.
that's like many of us would just dream of that. We're all
Sure.
Dodger fans, and I want to add to that because you're a big supporter of the USO, and you've
Yes,
done
I am.
so much, so many tours. Thank you for that.
And thank you for your service.
Oh,
Lou.
thank you. And in that's been like my opportunity because I serve all the time, and I was a special guest at Dodger Stadium. And let me tell you, one of the most intimidating moments in my career was to be out there at Dodger Stadium in the grass with the microphone.
Oh.
Yes.
Hey.
Talking to the audience and the fans,
Oh.
supporting our military. And it's a timing thing, too, because when you're talking, it's a reverb and an echo, and you got to be really careful. But the feeling to be out there, it was just so humbling and exciting, and it was like, dude, don't mess up, bro. So
It's Dodger Stadium. It's like
Yeah.
sacred ground.
it was indeed, and
Yeah.
so that was a great feeling, and a long way from being a kid, not being able to afford to go to a Dodger game, and then one day I'm on the field.
Wow. Full circle.
Yes, it's a great thing.
Dreams
so,
do come true.
Yeah, and I love that hat, and I can't wait to see that baseball you're telling me about.
Yes, I'm going to bring it. My
Oh.
dad, who is a military hero of the game,
Oh,
at
wow.
Dodger Stadium on his 90th birthday.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh, my
we got to
goodness.
make that happen. That was like as
That is
great
real
as it
awesome.
gets. Yes.
Wow.
And I went to a costume company and got him dressed up in the real military from World War II because he was a Navy guy.
Oh, thanks for your service. That's
yes,
beautiful.
for sure. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was in the Marine Corps, and we're a department of the Navy,
Yes.
so we're brothers.
Yes, absolutely.
That's right. That's a good thing. So,
Yes.
and so tell us about your passion. We'll get into this book in a little bit, into the Magic and Beauty, the kids' book. But I
Yes.
want to know, before we get into that, your passion for horses.
Yes, I actually have a really great show idea that's got a trailer, a sizzle, and everything. It's
Wow.
called The Magical Healing of Horses.
Oh,
And
how cute.
I have been thoroughly healed by the love of this particular animal all my life.
Wow.
And I've just been kind of amazed at the global acceptance of what horses can do for so many different types of ailments, from depression to polio to all kinds of physical disabilities to convicts to horses heal the soul. I mean, Ronald Reagan said it. The outside of a horse is good for the inside of a man.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot to do with that animal that has given us humans another opportunity with the work that they do and just their complete understanding and love. And I mean, I don't know, they've touched my soul
Sure.
in a very deep way. And I know that people that have been around them that have experienced that, they get it.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Horses. I was around the horses last night. In fact, I'm around horses all the time. And just to kind of digress, some of my mom's best friends were William Shoemaker,
Wow.
Delahousse.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and so
The jockeys,
yes,
the great
and
jockeys.
I was this
Yeah.
little kid, and I knew all these guys. I didn't realize that I was around royalty in that game. So,
Big time.
in fact, my mom has a kiss from a horse on her cheek. Oh. Yeah, so the little horse kind of, and it's to this day she still has it.
A horse kiss?
It was a bite, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh,
the
wow.
horse really liked my mom.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
Yeah.
he left a little mark
Yeah,
on
he's
her.
like he gave
All
her.
right.
Well, we call it a hickey.
Uh-huh.
It's just a lifelong hickey.
Permanent hickey.
Wow.
Permanent. You ever get a hickey, Bree?
I have, yes. I have. But not from a horse specifically.
Okay. Well, okay.
Comforting.
Just kidding. Hey, Randy, have you ever given a hickey?
Not lately. We're going over time.
It's COVID. COVID hickeys are a little off the radar right
Oh
now.
my
Yeah,
God.
that's true.
Oh,
talk about
guys,
that.
we got Kathleen Kinmont in the house, guys. That's right. She has this beautiful book, Magic and Beauty. Her book number 2. 2 books.
In 1 year, right?
In 1 year.
In one
That's phenomenal.
pandemic year.
Jeez, do we have the Wonder Woman theme song?
Yes, she
Yeah.
needs that.
Hey, I got the bracelets too. Let us up from under, Wonder Woman. I happen to know the song. I know all those 70s and 80s theme songs. Repo Radio, guys.
I'm just glad I didn't knock over the wall. Wonder,
You know what's
Wine everywhere.
what's so funny is that I was a big, of course, Linda Carter fan, Wonder Woman.
Oh my God,
Like-
that leotard, Jesus.
No, if you
Please.
you got to see my daughter. Like my daughter, we named her Linda, and I kid you not, she looks like Linda Carter, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Wow.
Whoa.
And my wife at the time, she's like, "How'd that happen?" And I go, "Well, I was thinking of Wonder Woman." No, I'm like, I even got the bracelets, you know. So
It was the
Or
invisible
handcuffs.
condom. Oh.
Oh my God.
Ay. So
It's a wonder.
it's a wonderful. Did you see Wonder Woman 1984?
Oh God, yes.
I liked it. Some of these guys didn't like it. I really liked
God,
it.
you know what?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what it takes to make a movie.
Man.
Jesus.
It's a
That
superhero
was
movie.
so fun.
There's some critics out there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, everybody's a critic.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like, oh my God, Kristen Wiig, she was such a blast. But Gal Gadot, oh my God, Jesus,
She's my second. My first is Sandra Bullock, and then her.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
well they're very similar.
Yeah.
They look like they're cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like
Yeah.
they're like really.
Like they would fit like in a Pizarro harem.
come
I mean, did I just say that? Wait a minute. Oops. Dude, you need to scratch that from Facebook. Is that possible?
It's already happening. It already happened.
It's part of the Pizzarum. It's like a bazaar,
No,
but
you-
like
yeah.
different.
I made a stupid joke. What was it, my 50th birthday, Randy? And I'm like, you know what? Before my 50th birthday, I want to sleep with 50 women. And I was being comedic. Sometimes I do.
Sure.
And you know how many, not that I did it, but you know how many people called me and they wanted, I was amazed.
Oh
I
my
was like,
goodness.
wow. And you know who you are.
The radio is like Bumble on steroids.
I was like, wow, man. like literally, I can count all the women that I've been with on my hand.
Which one? Which hand?
Well, both of them.
Okay.
How does it look from over there?
5 women. You've been with 5 women.
50.
Wait, how does it look? Oh no, I'm still a virgin. So
Your kids know?
A virgin of 6 kids.
I'm still like a virgin.
Hey, they're my kids now. I raised
Like a
them.
virgin.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It was like a virgin. For the very 50th time.
And there's a couple
laugh.
celebrities in there too, by the way. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't there be? You live in LA. My God. And you're the repo man.
Yeah,
Jesus.
they had to
People
earn
do
their car
anything to
back.
get their car back.
You are a brilliant woman.
That's
How'd you know?
fantastic.
I want my yacht.
I want my Mercedes back.
I want my mansion.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh! That's how I met my first ex-wife. I went to the house to repo her Mercedes. I ended up making her payments. Damn it! No, I'm just kidding.
That is
wish
the
that was
greatest
true.
opening for every like literally when you go and do your stand-up routine. That's got to be the very first line.
Oh, I have a
That's so
whole
funny.
set on her.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
I have a whole set, and we're not on the radio, right?
No,
No.
we're just
Okay.
Facebook
So
Live.
it's like, and
Nothing matters
we got to be
anymore.
careful because the FCC comes at us, and sometimes I say things without realizing we're still on air, and I get the call in the morning,
Right.
you know, and I get the call.
Dude.
So I get a lot of calls because of that guy. You know?
Don't you feel like saying the FCC? Shouldn't you be listening for other stuff?
Yes.
Like,
We're
why
just
don't you
trying
work
to-
for the FBI?
Yeah.
And listen for bomb threat.
Yes.
You know,
Al Qaeda.
Like if
You know?
Oh no.
Jeez. Oh my gosh, guys. We are here. Woo! Wonder Woman in the house. Kathleen Kinmont. Look at her.
Yes.
woman waiting for you.
Oh,
Yeah. And the thing is that you said the power. Look at those guns. Jesus.
Wow.
Damn. Olive oil doesn't have a thing on me. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh my God. I love it. Oh my gosh, guys, it's a
There's
beautiful thing.
never been
guys.
more chair dancing.
Well, Catherine, let me tell you what time it is. It's time for Celebrity Birthdays, brought to you by JB Wholesale Roofing and Building Supplies. That's right, guys. We're at over 42 years in the business, 11 stores in Southern California to serve you guys. Call 800-464-2461. That's 800-464-2461. And tell them Lou Pizarro and Kathleen Kinmont, a.k.a. Wonder Woman, sent ya.
That's
because it ain't no joke if the roof is broke. What you got, Fernby?
What?
Dude, we're doing sports, bro. I'm just kidding, man. Did I get you? Did I get you?
You got me, bro.
I got you, man. All right, guys. Monday, Freddie Prinze Jr., 45.
Whoa.
Do you know Freddie?
No, but
Rest
I'd
in
like
peace.
to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he's still
in
alive.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
His dad.
Yeah,
My
his
bad.
dad
His dad passed away.
You're
No,
right.
Freddie Prinze Jr. He's hot.
Hey, he's hot. Yeah.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
45? Oh.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
that last movie? He's walking the dog and he's a special agent. I watched it like 15 years ago. It was cute. I forgot what it was. All right, guys. Moving on. James Vanderbeek, 44.
Like him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How about Kat-
Dawson's Creek.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Kat
Nice.
Von D is 39.
Oh, I got to sit behind her at
Really?
the Emmys a couple years ago.
How many tattoos did you count?
Oh God! Well, you can't count that high, but I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
she's just so beautiful, you know.
Yeah.
She's just like, stunning.
She's awesome, man. She's a trooper, and that's what I appreciate about her.
Oh my God, she's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. Tuesday, Oscar Isaac is 42. Oh, yeah. And if you like bald guys like this guy, Steve
Yes.
Wilco,
Woo.
57 from Jerry Springer.
Like him.
That's a big dude.
Can't believe
Yeah.
he has his own show.
Yeah. Well, he's a pretty cool cat, man.
Oh,
He's
he is,
Well
yeah.
deserved. Wednesday, guys. Wah-ha! Chuck Norris, 81.
What?
Yes.
Chuck Norris, 81.
And he's still kicking ass.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you see they have a reboot of Walker, Texas Ranger?
No.
Is he in a walker?
No.
Oh,
But the-
yikes.
That was harsh.
That was great.
That's a whole new spin on Walker Texas
Yeah,
Ranger.
that is brilliant. Look at you. You're a
You know,
creator.
Cherie Wilson is amazing. I
Yes,
love her.
I met her.
I did a movie with her, Fraternity Vacation. We did a movie a couple years ago with Branscombe about the first deaf major league baseball player, William Dummy Hoy, who basically came up with the call signs, strike and foul.
Wow, really?
Because he was an outfielder that didn't know what the hell was going on with the pitch count. So when they finally got into the playoffs, he was like, hey, to the umps, can you please, like, right hand strike, left hand, please give me a break here. And they were like, no, this is unfair. And it's like, oh no, this is going to be fair for everybody. And now baseball is all sign language.
Nice.
And they hired a deaf actor, Miles Barbie, who crushed this role. It's called The Silent Natural. It's a really beautiful movie. And Sheree Wilson plays his mom, and Sam Jones plays his dad. And there's just like a cast of all of Branscom's friends. But yeah.
I remember when I first met
Walker, Texas
Sheree.
Ranger.
I think we were like in
she's
West
awesome.
Virginia, and I'm like, wow, she's a beautiful girl. And this man comes up, what'd you say about my wife? I go, no hablo inglés. And by the way, they live out here. So that was cool.
So happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Carrie Underwood is 38.
Wow.
Sharon Stone, 63.
Hot.
Randy, what's your favorite movie, Sharon Stone? Besides Basic.
Casino.
Casino.
Oh, I
yes.
love Casino.
That's
Joe
yours, right,
Pesci.
Fred?
Yeah, Casino, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Casino.
Yes, that's an awesome movie. All right, guys, let's see. She is 63. John Hamm, 50. Robin Thicke is 44. All right.
Put on a few pounds.
Really?
No, just kidding.
Olivia Wilde, she's 37.
Oh.
Who's that?
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia
She's
Wilde.
married to another great actor.
she's
But
married,
no,
that's
she's a great actress. Wonderful, funny, great dramatic actress. She can do it all. Yeah. she's
Okay.
her.
Thursday, guys, Johnny Knoxville's 50 years old.
Oh my God.
He made it.
Wow, what a jackass.
Old
No,
enough to know better.
I like the guy. I actually met him. He was filming something out there at Gem FX, and I was in the trailer with him talking to him. He's a really intelligent person.
He is. I met him too.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this guy is smarter than the world thinks.
Yeah. Yeah, but he likes to get into like the Andy Gump and have it shaken upside down.
Crazy. Yeah, he's insane.
A little chocolate milk.
They had like this big old water container
Chunky.
in this room, and this big thousands and thousands of gallons of water just all over. And I'm like, this guy's a nutcase.
Oh, it's insane.
Anyways, let's see. All right, where are we at, guys? Terrence Howard, 52.
Wow.
He should have been nicer to.
Yeah, he should have been
Robert
nicer
Downey
to.
Jr.
Yeah, exactly. He'd still be in Iron Man. You know?
He should have been.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh,
But
man. Did he blow it or what?
Oh, yeah, he got fired. Well, no, he didn't get fired. He wanted a lot more money, so then they got Don Cheadle.
All right.
Yeah. Either way, I like them both equally. But I got to tell you, man, Terrence Howard, he did this movie called Red Tails. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
what a
that's
phenomenal
Great
part
movie.
he had.
Great
Yeah,
movie.
he's great.
He's yeah,
great. He's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Lisa Loeb, 53.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Lisa Loeb.
Yeah, you remember her, the singer?
I do not.
Oh my God, Lisa Loeb. She was with
Andy Gibb?
Dweezil Zappa for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Didn't they have like a great song together?
Oh,
Yeah. She was cool.
really? That's
Yeah.
her?
Yeah, Lisa Loeb.
Oh my gosh. All right, Anthony
still looks 20.
Davis. Now we're talking about Lakers Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
AD.
Wow, he just showed his
How old
rookie
is he now?
card. He is only 28
All right.
and he's worth what, 300 million?
He just signed a contract for 180, but he's probably about there.
Yeah, they
With
just sold his
endorsements.
rookie card for $1 million.
Yeah, dude, I didn't get into that, bro.
Yeah.
Spongeworthy.
Oh my God.
I didn't get into that.
And then Friday, guys, Lisa Minnelli is 73.
Oh.
She's still hot. Oh my
Liza
God.
Minnelli. Wait, did
Liza
you say
Minnelli.
Lisa?
Liza.
Liza.
I'm telling you, I chop people. It's the accent,
I mean,
you know.
Jesus.
It's like, ¿qué quieres que yo haga, mamita? I'm sorry. It's
It's Liza with a Z.
Es
She even
una
made a
accidente,
song
mami.
about it.
Accidente, mami, no hablo, okay?
She's like Liza with a Z, not an S, it's a Z. God damn it.
I'm sorry. Don't tell her that, because... All right, guys. Box office news brought to you by GTSCredit.com. Raya the Last Dragon, $8.5 million. Number one.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Go
animated.
Dragons.
Yeah, it's animated. It's on Disney Plus. Oh, Disney Premium. I'm sorry.
We can thank Game of Thrones for that.
Yes. Yes, number two, Tom and Jerry, $6.6 million. Woo.
God, I should have been in animation.
Yeah.
I should have been nicer to the...
Which one would you play? Would you play the cat or the mouse?
Oh.
Oh, the cat.
How about you, Bree?
I would play the mouse.
Whoa.
Well, neither
What
one
was that?
speak.
Though. Yeah.
Oh, you obviously did not see the movie.
No.
Okay. All right. Number 3, Chaos Walking, $3.8 million. Number 4, Boogie, $1.2 million. What's your favorite Boogie move?
Oh, boogie nights.
Yeah, look at her.
Yes.
All right, she's on point, man.
Her
I
dance.
like
With
it.
the boogie, get down.
Yeah, I would ask you, Bree, but what does an 11-year-old know about Boogie?
Hey.
She's probably
You can catch up.
not that kind of Boogie.
Well then.
Hey, you know, you got to go with it. She's okay. All right, guys. The Cruise at number 5 at $788,000. All right. That's right, guys. Luke Bizarre in here, hanging out with Brian for Annabelle Mendoza.
Hello.
For V-Wid Sports.
Yeah.
Rand Fuser's in the background being a pain in the ass. And our special guest, Kathleen Kinmont.
Yes.
Woo! Where she's promoting her books. This next book is A Kid's Beauty, Magic in Beauty. Wow. How'd you come up with this awesome idea?
Well, my daughter, who was about 4 years old at the time, asked me one day as I was pulling out of the driveway, "Mommy, is the house still going to be here when we come back?" Because I was taking her to preschool. You know, one of those, like, because we had been watching Wizard of Oz on loop.
Oh no.
I was like, "Oh, yeah, honey, of course." She's like, "Well, who made all this stuff anyway?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You know, trees and houses and, you know, tires on cars." And I'm like, "Well, I think it was God, pretty much."
Oh, yeah.
And she said, "Wow, she must have been really sweaty at the end of that." And I was like,
Fantastic.
"Yeah, she was. She was sweating like a horse."
Wow.
And then that just started
Hello.
the germination of
All
like,
right.
you know, how would
Yes.
she relate to how the world was created, because she was horse centric like I am. And it just came about, you know. Magic is a unicorn, beauty is a Pegasus, and beauty has needs and magic has the desire to meet those needs.
Well, you know, we have a lot of
interesting.
friends that are personal friends that like unicorns. In fact, we used to have one here.
Oh, a real unicorn?
We had a huge life-size stuffed unicorn.
Oh, that's
What?
hot.
Yes. You remember that, Randy? By the way, buddy,
Yeah,
that was
no,
your cue to...
Didn't play.
That's okay.
Didn't play. Wait.
did
You
just
know,
off today.
anything
I
that
hit the
comes
button.
with me, dude, he
That's off.
sabotages it.
I did
dude.
it.
We need to put his 1,000-watt
That's
guitar right up his alley.
His okuli how.
Oh, there you go. That's what I meant.
The old okuli how.
So you got these two books, and then the artwork is phenomenal. It's just
Thank you.
it's-
Beautiful April Ballantyne did this artwork. She's a fabulous tattoo artist out of Detroit, Michigan. And yeah, I just gave her the story and I said, whatever inspires you. I
Wow.
I just let her cut loose. So this is what I got. And these pictures are just so pretty.
where can people purchase your books?
Amazon.com, and
Okay.
they can also purchase them off of my website, KathleenKinmont.com. But I like it when people purchase off of Amazon, because then they can leave a review so that the whole world can see it, and I like seeing that too.
So thank you. I have my own personal copy. Thank
Yes,
you
you
so
do.
much, but I'm going to make sure that I buy one. So I want you to sign this one.
I will.
And I'm going to buy one because I want my kids to
Oh,
read
you're
it.
so sweet.
And then I have 4 grandkids, so I'm going to buy a bunch of
Oh, you're so sweet.
This
Thank
is
you,
awesome.
Lou. Thank you.
these. Look at that unicorn, man.
And you know what else I did for I Should Have Been Nicer to Quentin Tarantino? I
What's that?
actually did the Audible.
oh,
And the Audible
yes.
is going to be available in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so I did it. I did it. I read
It's a long book.
432
Thank
freaking
you.
pages.
Thank you for doing that, because my kids, they set up an account for me because I'm always busy.
Uh-huh.
And it's hard for me to read. So they're like, Dad, and I got 2 accounts. I got the Audible one, and then I got the free one.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, so, but I'll definitely buy that.
Fabulous.
On my Amazon account.
Thank you.
'cause, man, that is beautiful.
Well, you know, I did it because my daughter, who she reads, and she's a brilliant person, but she really likes to read and listen to it at the same time. So she buys the Audible and she reads a book. So
Interesting.
I wrote the book for her so that at one point she could actually know what I did in my life, because you know kids are myopic, and so you know at some point, like around 25, 28, she's going to be like, hey, I'm going to want to read and listen to your book at the same time.
So does your daughter know about you stealing cars?
I actually told her about that today.
Tell the audience about it.
Oh.
Well, Lou, you know, I'm 5'10",
Uh-huh.
and I was a very tall child. I
Wow.
was about 22 inches when I was born.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I have always been able to basically reach the pedal and see over the wheel. So my mom, who had this stellar car back in the day, that was very intimidating, that I used to wash every other weekend. I'd get $20 for washing her car. And then I told her one day, I'm going to just take it around the block and blow off the water spots. She was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, you do that. I was like, okay, that was a yes to me. I don't know about anybody else.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Yeah.
So I did, and I drove that car around the block, and then I kept driving.
Wow.
And,
So we
Yeah.
have so much in common because, like, literally, I stole my first car. I was 11.
oh my God.
11?
11 years old, and I've told this story before, and I can talk about the story because the statutes of limitation have long passed. Long past. So my sister Sonia, she was 16. She was 6 months pregnant. And her boyfriend, she had a 66 Chevy Caprice. Her boyfriend wrecked the car. So then she goes, hey, come on, you're going with me. So we got my bicycle. I was on the handlebars, and she rode me to another projects down the street. And she had vice grips, clippers, and a screwdriver.
Holy crap.
She opened up the door. Okay, she grabbed the ignition wires, pulled it out. She cut them. She spliced them together. Then she popped the hood and she ground out the cylinder on the starter. The car started up. We put the bike in the back and we drove it back. And she made her boyfriend, who wrecked her car, take the parts off the stolen car to fix her car.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah. So
Wow.
and no kidding. So 3 days later, she goes into labor, and she goes, "Come on, you got to take me to Holy Cross." So I jump in the car, and there I am driving her to Holy Cross.
Oh my God.
And I drop her off. She goes, "Come back in 3 days."
With a car seat.
She said, "Come back in 3 days." And so I literally went home, and I was driving the car around with my buddies and stuff. And I got to go pick up my sister. She
You
said
went down
3
to
days.
TJ and picked up some nice silver jewelry.
I was in the 6th grade.
Jesus.
And I went back and picked her up. Listen, I learned how to drive.
I like
we
that your
say.
sister's like a McGirlver.
You have no clue.
Seriously, she sounds awesome.
She does sound. I want to be friends with her.
Yeah, I remember one time the police brought me back to the house, and she's like, "Is this your son?" She says, "Yeah." She goes, "Yeah." And what happened? And so she goes, "Okay, I'll take care of him. Get your ass in the room. I'm gonna do." And then the cops left. She goes, "Wow, that was pretty cool." Huh? I was like, no, I don't want to do that again.
She has some acting chops.
She did indeed, man. So we have so much in common.
Yes.
We're both stolen cars. We're both tall. We both like Lady Gaga.
Very much. Very much. You know what's really cool is that Nick Vallelonga, the writer and producer of Green Book, he wrote the introduction for this, and he came in and did the Audible as well.
You're kidding me.
Yeah,
That's cool.
and he's like one of my great
Are you
friends.
kidding me?
So
I
that's
watched-
I needed to promote that because he's like, before everything happened in this last couple years, I think that Green Book really set a beautiful tone.
Most people don't know about the movie. They don't know what it's about.
Great
And
movie.
you have
Isn't
to watch
it a great movie?
My
Yes,
friend
for
Gregory
sure.
Howard, who is a very popular trumpet player, he's never seen it until like 3 weeks ago, and he's like, he cried 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
And he called me, and he's in Florida, and then he called me yesterday, and he goes, "I had to watch it again, Lou. Thank you so much." And it's such an important movie, The Green Book, and it's so funny because, well, I won't go into the funny part of how I met the writer at a pizzeria in Beverly Hills.
Who, Nick? Did you
Yes.
meet Nick? Oh, okay.
And
All
we
right,
sat,
yeah.
and I was like, wow. And we had
Yes.
a great conversation. And I was there literally. I was across the street at the barber shop. I forgot what the guy's name, Italian name, famous.
Sal?
Famous guy
Just spitballing.
in Beverly Hills, and I went across the
Brandon.
street because we wanted to do a reality show. I went across to get pizza, and there he was. And we're talking. I was like, "Wow." Anyways, so you're on point.
You remind me of him. You're very similar because
We
he's
both-
from New York.
yeah.
You know, you're both tall, New York,
Yeah.
good-looking guys.
And we're both a little chubby and like pizza.
No,
Yes.
no, but you're deep. You got
Oh, thank
soul, you know. And Nick has a lot of soul.
Yeah.
He's got so much depth to his writing, and
Yes.
he saw something in that story, which is about his family. That's
Isn't
a
it
true
funny how this-
story.
and we're across the street from Giuseppe's beauty salon, hair salon.
yeah, uh-huh.
Giuseppe's right across the street at the pizza joint. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I get excited.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nick Vallelonga, when you read what he wrote about
Oh.
me in the introduction, you're going to be like, oh, he's your homeboy.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
2, 3. 2, 3.
That's it. That's what my birthday, actually, 2-3.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
really?
So your birthday just passed.
Oh my goodness.
did.
Ah, so did mine.
What's your birthday?
February the 8th.
Oh, Aquarius.
And I'm the 11th.
Oh my God! This
Wow.
is the dawning
What?
of the age.
And Fern is the
Aquarius.
14th.
Oh, the
Nah,
Aquarius.
Just kidding.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I thought Fern would have gone along with it because he's always
Yeah, Fern.
messing with us like that.
No.
Seems like
He
a
is good at
Valentine's
that.
guy.
I'm in September.
Oh.
September 7th.
Oh,
Okay.
September 7th. You're a Libra.
Do you
Or no,
remember?
Virgo, yeah.
Is it Virgo?
I am a Virgo.
September 6th is my stepdaughter's. She's so brilliant, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How
'cause
old is your stepdaughter?
Virgos are brilliant.
She's like, I think she just turned 30.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
wow.
Aubrey Swander. Oh my God. I want to turn you on to her because she's like this brilliant, brilliant writer and lovely girl.
Amazing.
Her husband is Wyatt Nash. He's
Okay.
on Riverdale. Do you watch
Yeah.
that show?
I've seen a few episodes. Yeah, my roommate was really into that show.
Uh-huh. He's great.
Wow.
So he's my stepson-in-law.
Yes. How
But I'm
cool.
not married to her dad anymore, but she'll always be my stepdaughter.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
She was my
That's so
final
special.
stepchild.
Aw,
There's still time.
I've had
that's
6.
true.
You want 6 more?
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, guys! Kathleen Kinmont in the house.
Yes.
And we are promoting her book, I Should Have Been Nicer, to Quentin Tarantino. Look at that. Okay, before I get back to you, Kathleen, I got to ask Bree.
Oh.
Bree,
Okay.
if you were to look at the title of this book,
Yes.
what is your first thought?
I would have thought there was a very specific incident when you met Quentin and regretted it.
Okay, well, I mean, that's you're such a sweetheart. You don't want to get to the nitty gritty. Okay, Fernando, you look at this book. What do you
Oh, you
think
want
by
more
looking at
specific.
this title?
I think honestly is some of what she's saying, that he met Quentin Tarantino, didn't realize he'd be who he is today, and maybe if she was a little nicer to him, she'd be in most of his movies.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's fair enough. All right, Randy,
Yes.
look at this title and you tell me what are your thoughts by looking at this title.
Well, the very good title design, me doing graphics and all that, I could say it's very well done. I would just like to have seen her picture really huge on it, but that's okay. It's
That
probably
wasn't the
inside.
question, dude.
Just be like,
Jesus.
The picture's on the back.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah, there's the
Don't
picture
judge a
right
book by
there.
its
Oh, that's the
cover,
book. Oh, that's
Randy.
oh yeah.
Okay.
No, but okay, but seriously, yeah. I mean, a lot what Fern said. It just sounds like one of those things. I think probably a lot of people have met people like, I went to junior high with the Tia and Tamara, the sister.
Oh, yes.
They went to my junior high, and I should have been nicer to them.
Wow, you guys are disappointing me.
What do you think? What do you think?
What was the meaning?
I think this dude wanted to sleep with you, and you didn't want to sleep with him. And
Oh.
this is, because I should have been nicer to Quentin Tarantino. Look, you're a beautiful young lady, and this was a young guy who's on his way to direct movies, and I guarantee you he didn't want to shake your hand.
Right, but we were very young teenagers
Oh,
when
really?
we met. Yes, he was 19 and I was 16.
So even more
Oh,
so.
he didn't want to
was
go to jail. Okay.
What? He was. he didn't want to go to jail.
True.
Okay. All right.
I should have been nicer to Quentin Tarantino, and Quentin's response is, and I didn't want to go to jail.
He writes a sequel for you.
No, he probably would have said it would have been worth going to jail.
Well, he was trying to write a love scene, right?
Yes.
Well, then.
He was then.
Yes,
He was
yeah.
trying to write you into his life.
He was trying to write
and
me
use
into
it
his
as,
life.
well, it's just acting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Yes, which is like every acting class that's in, that's ever been.
Sure.
And every casting director's office that's ever, and every
Oh.
producer's, so it's kind of, it's one of those things where, there's a line that gets filtered.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay.
True.
Moving on to the next subject because it is what it is. Okay, so you wrote this book.
Which is the last line of Boogie Nights, by the way. Do you remember that?
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Oh, right. Do you remember that when he was like,
Oh, yeah, he's naked?
well, it was like this one long panning shot through the entire house where everyone is having sex in every single room, and he's just like walking through and seeing just like ramped up sex everywhere. And he finally gets into the editing room with William Macy, and he sees what William Macy's editing, and William Macy looks at him and goes, "It is what it is."
It is what it is. I love that line.
I
You
do
know,
too.
the last time I heard that line specifically was right in The Irishman, and then Jimmy Hoffa got whacked. Anyways, but
See?
that's another.
It's a great ender.
How long did it take you to write this book?
10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
Wow.
From inception, from 2010, when I ran into Quentin Tarantino at the DGA Awards, when I was there with Tanya McKiernan, Stephen Cannell's daughter, and we were watching the trailer for Inglourious Bastards, and I leaned over to Tanya, and she knew that I was in acting class with him when I was a young kid, and I said, I'm going to write a book one day called I Should Have Been Nicer to Quentin Tarantino. And she was like, oh my God, you must go tell him that.
Wow.
And I said, well, if he wins the award, I'm not going to go in and do that. But if he doesn't, and he didn't, because Catherine Bigelow won for The Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
And he was sitting there with Angelina and Brad and Christoph Waltz, and I just kind of waltzed over there and said, hey. And he's like, oh my God, Kathleen. And I'm like, hey, congratulations on your life, like you're amazing. And one day I'm going to write a book called I Should Have Been Nicer to Quentin Tarantino, and he just leaned his head back and laughed his ass off, and I was like, maybe I need to do this.
Wow.
So that was the germination.
Wow. That's a great thing. So more importantly, you got it done. 10 years. That's
Yeah.
great. And
Yeah.
everyone can get this on Amazon.
Yes.
Wow. And then it's also audible.
It's going to be an Audible.
Audible.
Very soon.
I'm always chopping stuff up.
I like that you
Audible.
mispronounce Audible.
Yeah.
I know.
You're
wow.
fired.
Yes. No hablo.
That was your Audible audition.
Yeah.
And no. I love you. I know. I think you're so great, and thank you for giving me this time, Lou. I
Oh, you
really,
got
really
it.
appreciate it. Yeah,
Oh,
because
we
you're
certainly
great.
appreciate you.
I mean, if anyone's going to repo the airwaves,
yeah.
you are the man.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. I appreciate that, and that means a lot to me and my team because I can't do it
Yes.
by myself.
For sure.
And all
Great
our
team.
fans, everybody on Facebook Live, we appreciate you guys. you know what's so funny? It's like, let me tell you some of the songs I was singing over
Yeah.
the weekend on karaoke. So, Shallow was one of them.
Yes.
And the other one was Bette Midler, The Rose.
Oh,
I loved, oh my gosh. And yeah, I really, really love that. I love Bette Midler. She just did an, and she was on TV the other day. She was promoting her daughter's movie or book. I can't remember what it was. But she's awesome, man. She's
she
just
is awesome.
phenomenal.
She lives in Kauai.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. She's an islander now.
Oh,
Her
good
and
for
Helen Hunt.
Oh, Helen Hunt.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's just such a random thing, but I'm like, my whole brain is in Hawaii right now because I'm
Yeah.
like getting ready to go there and all these
Yes.
COVID tests that I have to do. I
Oh,
mean,
what do you got to do?
holy shit,
film.
everything.
Because I'm going to New York in a couple weeks.
But
Are
I
they
think
gonna make
Hawaii is more strict
They're
than
not
New
going to
York.
make me isolate. You said they're not going to make me
No,
isolate.
there's no isolating, but there are.
Right, Lou?
But
Do I got to take a test?
No, what it is that what they're telling me now. I don't know if it applies to New York,
it doesn't.
but you have to have a current COVID test, and you have to get a bond. Do you have to get a bond to go to Hawaii?
What do you mean a
A
bond?
COVID bond.
What's that?
What is
It's it's like the insurance you get for the airlines. It's like insurance, COVID insurance. I just called yesterday.
So I gotta wait.
I haven't heard
so
about
I
that.
have to get a COVID test before I leave?
Yes.
I don't know about New
Yeah.
York, but I know that because the islands are different
Yeah.
because we're coming in from the mainland, so that you have to have paperwork
Showing
that
you got
says,
negative?
showing that you just had your COVID test 3 days prior.
3
to
days,
The
that's it.
yeah. So I have, but it's a specific COVID test. It's like across from LAX. It's like a it's a deep probe.
Yeah.
It's the butt one.
Look into it, dude. Go.
Oh,
Did you have
we
that
are
one done
like
yet,
on
Randy?
the same plane.
How many times?
Nope.
That's crazy.
How many
dude.
times? Yeah, look into it.
That's nuts.
That's what I
Yeah,
did.
look into that probe, Aunt Randy.
oh.
You get back to me on that. Looking into that.
It's a scratch and sniff test.
Oh God.
It's so awesome.
You see how we get in trouble with the FCC? And we're not on the radio right now, but you see how we get in trouble?
It just seems like the logical thing to say, though. Quite honestly, like that would be
Jesus.
the ultimate
Jeez, you need to read this book, Randy.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, yeah.
magic and beauty. It's
Magic
scratch
and
and sniff.
Let's get back to you, Nicole and Peg.
That's right, guys. Luke Bizarre. We're having a blast in the house. Kathleen Kinmont.
Woo! Yes.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
So have you always kept the last name Kinmont?
It's my middle name.
It's your middle name.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Smith is my
Nice.
last name.
Oh.
Can you
okay.
even? Yeah. Kathleen Kinmont.
I love that.
Smith. Kinmont was given to me from Jill Kinmont, who was a famous skier. They made a movie about her called The Other Side of the Mountain. She was destined to become a Olympic gold medalist, and during the time trials, she had a bad fall.
Oh.
And she became a quadriplegic.
Oh my.
But she also became a school teacher from that. And she lived to about 78 years old. And she lived in Bishop and teaching the Native American children in Bishop. And she changed a lot of the ADL laws. And my mom wanted me to have someone to look up to, aspire to, someone strong, and she was an incredible human. They did 2 movies, The Other Side of the Mountain, The Other Side of the Mountain Part 2.
What a bittersweet journey for sure.
For real, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I got to meet her quite a few times. She was incredible.
Kathleen, that's our sports. This
That
guy's
was-
phenomenal.
He really is.
Well,
Even without a tooth.
I can't even see.
Toothless. Oh yeah. Randy.
I just like that you think that somebody's worth $128 million.
Well, Dak Prescott
I mean,
got
like,
guaranteed.
like how does somebody even like measure up to being worth $128 million?
Well, this is the thing. I
Tell
mean,
me.
he's a good quarterback. He's not a bad quarterback.
Uh-huh.
However, the Rams, the Eagles, they signed, Carson Wentz and Jared Goff, and they gave him big contracts. And both of them basically got traded, and they're not even with the franchise no more.
Wow.
So, Dak Prescott got franchise tagged last year, and that's what I assumed they were going to do to him this year, but they reached an agreement. Problem is now he has to live up to that agreement. So anything less than at least the NFC Championship, it's a failure.
I see.
So some of these teams are realizing, giving these big contracts, it's really not worth it. Because
And that's a year, $128 million.
no, 100. It's a 4-year, 160 million,
Okay.
but 128 is guaranteed.
Okay.
So if he comes out this next season and he injures himself, a career-ending injury, he still gets 128 million.
I like those.
Gee.
Like those odds.
I like him as well.
So, I mean,
So does his wife.
It's
I
not,
wish car thieving would have been a sport.
No joke, right?
I'd win the gold.
I know you would have crushed
How
it.
much
You-
would
you
you
and
have
I
been
would-
worth? How much would you have been worth
Oh,
as
like
a car
300
thief?
billion. I'd be up there with Dr. Dre and everybody else. I'll be dealing with Microsoft and Apple. And I love fruit. How about you?
I love fruit.
Sometimes I feel kind of fruity. Don't hold that against me.
You know what? You are what you eat.
Yeah, I know Randy likes Lucky Charms. Where's your Lucky Charms at, Randy?
Oh, I put them back in the cabinet.
What? Dude, you're always like messing up the mojo, dude.
I'm like a nut. I'm a fruit. I'm a piece of kale.
Oh.
Yeah,
But I
got it.
also like.
Oh, there he is.
But I also like meat.
You
You
like-
know, I'm
yes.
a meat eater.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
all the above.
Yeah, I like all of it.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those LA like
Let me get a salad.
Can I have a sad LA?
With water.
That's what we
with
call it. We
water
don't call it
and lemon.
salad. We call it sad LA.
I'll get a salad on occasion.
It's a sad LA.
Whenever I get a salad, I go, look, I'll take a salad with a rack of lamb.
Exactly. Yeah. And a potato with everything in it. Like bacon and whipped cream and like all of it.
Oh, I missed the
You
baked
better
potato.
stop that. You're making me feel kind of.
Woo! That's so vintage.
So that's why I kept this box, and I'm saving it as a prop.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's a vintage
I like
prop
it.
for sure.
Don't get rid of it.
I think Mad Men is going to be calling you to borrow that.
Oh my gosh.
What a
Speaking of,
Sharon. You
They're
broke my
great.
glasses.
Speaking of
They actually
Tarantino,
Oh yeah,
do you know about
Fruit Brute.
Oh yeah, that's
Brute?
every movie.
He tries to sneak Fruit Brute in every movie.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
He's
you
a-
have it in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when they
I don't
was
know.
like feeding the dog? Because I
I-
think I saw that when they was like doing the canned dog food thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did he shove a
What is
dog
that
of
in,
canned
Pulp
food?
Fiction?
No, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Did he shove a can of dog food in that woman's face?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Was that a full
it was in the
can?
bowl, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I thought it was the can.
Well,
I
he
thought it was
hit
like
he threw the can and hit her in the face.
and then he hit her with a
remember now.
Yeah.
blowtorch
that,
in the swimming pool.
that was Leo. Yeah, Brad. Yeah, Brad.
Right.
With
Brad
the acid
did with
dip
the
cigarette.
Oh my God, that
You know-
movie was so. I love that movie so much.
Kathleen.
That was the greatest film.
In watching Mad Men, I never realized how much I was going to appreciate a washer and dryer.
That's right.
I'll be right back.
What?
Huh?
You didn't watch it, you don't know.
Washer
Yeah, I
and
never
dryer. Yeah.
never
It's a
watched-
spin cycle, baby.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
spin cycle.
don't think about using mine.
And the dryer. And when you put in a really wet load in the dryer, and it just kind of
Oh yeah.
rocks around like a box of rocks.
One of the guys was on the talk today. I guess one of the guys from Mad Men.
Oh really?
Forgot his name.
Well, it's John Hamm's birthday today. We heard
Yeah,
that.
it
Wow.
was not him. One of the other guys. Forgot his name. He's now on another show. He's on FBI, I think. One of those shows.
So I was born on TV on a show called The Joey Bishop Show.
No way.
My
Oh.
mom played Joey's wife, and she was pregnant with my brother in the very first season, and then the third season she got pregnant with me, and they're like, oh, we've played out this baby thing. So they were waiting for me to be born so that they could end the whole series.
Wow.
Oh.
And I was a month late. That's why I was like 22 inches long and had long hair and fingernails and
That's
like, you know.
hilarious.
You're all fucking talking already?
I was like, where's my SAG card? Where's my trailer?
Hair and makeup, please.
But the Joy Bishop show was like a big show in the 60s, which was where the Mad Men series took place. And one day I was hanging out with my mom and dad, and we get a phone call at the house, and I'm like always picking up the phone because they were elderly. And hi, this is Kathleen. And they're like, hi, this is the producers of one of the producers of Mad Men, and we'd like to get permission from your mom to use a clip from the Joy Bishop show to be playing in the background in one of the episodes.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, hey mom, are you okay? You know, like one of those.
Nice.
It was like a typical like,
What a great series, man.
Right.
I'm a fan of that era. That's like,
oh, me too. What style, right? Style and class and
I love it.
the way they
Yes.
would just like clean their picnic table like this, whoosh, and leave all the trash and like get in their car. Do you remember that episode when they're like, he like takes his can and he's like crunches it, and like they've just had a picnic on the side of the road, and he's like, woo. Nobody gave a shit.
Nope.
And you know what's funny? It's a lot of cigarette smoking.
Cigarettes, martini lunches, and
Oh,
and a
like
lot of
glitter.
messing around. I love it.
yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Makes me
everyone
want to go
just,
into
like,
advertisement.
Look the other way.
That's funny. You know, that kind of, I always wondered if they got some of the Wolf of Wall Street stuff from Mad Men or vice versa. Did you ever see?
I think Wolf of Wall Street, was that before or
No,
after?
it was actually
at the same
before.
time?
It was
Uh-huh.
before,
Yeah.
but it was current.
Right.
Mad Men was after, but it was in
Yeah.
the past. It was way back. But it's like you look at them and it's like, yeah, I can see that stuff, man. But anyways, I get carried
Yeah,
away.
that was definitely the era of testing boundaries.
Yes.
You know, from the 60s
Yeah.
into the end of the 70s, before the
Yeah.
80s hit with AIDS, when
Yeah.
everything went like
Yeah.
freaking grinding halt.
Oh, yeah.
The 60s, 70s decade was just like, woo, we're chimps. You know, we're just like, wow, let's just try everything and do it all at the same time. And, you know, and then.
Ay, ay, ay.
Right, and then it was like, whoa, everyone needs to actually calm down, and like, you know, and then the 80s was just like totally decadent, but I don't know. I mean, I think that we've learned stuff. All I know is that this Gen Z that we've got coming up, we need to really encourage them.
Sure.
We need to support every single thing that they're going through right now, because that is our great hope for equality across the board. Because these kids right now that are being raised by two dads, two moms, interracial couples, you know, everybody that's just like, you know what? No more class, racist, anything. We're so done.
It's a different
like
norm.
lesson over.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be a new norm. So we just need to just keep encouraging them, like, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, and I get a lot of people telling me it, like, you know, my son is 32 years old and he's still at home. I'm like, it's okay.
I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride.
Is this Genius or Jealous?
To make it easier.
Not quite, not quite.
Let the children's life.
And don't forget, guys, check it out. Magic and Beauty on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
And I should have been nicer to Quentin Tarantino. Yes, you should have.
And other short stories of epic
You
fails.
could have been the Black Mamba.
Oh, thank you. I know, right? So, there's a
Right.
list of like I could have.
You could have been Shoshana in Inglourious Bastards. You know, Shoshana was hot, dude.
You know who I should have been?
What's that?
Is the one in the Western movie, the winter one with Sam Jackson, where everybody.
Hateful Eight.
Hateful
Yeah,
Eight?
Hateful
Oh my
Eight.
gosh. That's one of my favorites. I've watched it so many times.
So badass.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
His
God,
movies
Jennifer
are
Jason
just
Leigh.
incredible. His
Yeah.
movies are freaking awesome.
They
man.
really are. I really should have
He's
been
so
nicer to
good.
him.
Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, once we move from our pesos budget to like our $1 million, our movies are about 2 million pesos. Once we can change that budget into $2 million, oh
Yes.
my gosh, we're going to have a blast. Inglourious Bastards, it's a great film. Hateful Eight, I've seen it probably more than all of you guys combined. We talk about it all the time.
Really.
Yeah, so
It's so
it's one
incredible.
of my films. Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm a big fan of Samuel L. Jackson. His episode, I can't talk about it. But
Because the FCC will call.
yeah, the FCC will get us in
no.
trouble. Lou Pizarro hit. Oh my God! We got Kathleen Kinmont in the house.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I have this power of femininity is just coming over on me. I just don't know what it is, but I like it.
I
Lou.
like that.
I like it.
Amazing.
Don't judge me.
Whenever
I like it.
the power of femininity comes over anybody, they need to embrace that.
Yes.
Yes.
Bathe in that.
Yes.
Feel the glow. Feel
Share
the
it.
light.
Let's have a baby.
It's a rainbow.
And I love rainbows. That's another story.
Yes.
Yeah. So
You're being crystallized in the magic fairy dust.
indeed I am. Hey, Randy, is this shout outs, brother?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. All right, give me the camera, guys. First of all, guys, don't forget, go to Amazon Prime and check out Magic and Beauty. And I should have been nicer to Quentin Tarantino.
Should have been nicer to Quentin Quarantino.
Kathleen Kinmont. Oh my gosh. Kathleen.
It's the quarantine. It's
Thank
just
you.
yeah.
Okay, it's the
It's Quarantino time.
macchiato that we're having.
Yes. Eat
It's
the
the
worm.
coffee.
It's the chewy.
It's the worm.
It's the chewy.
Joey Bravo in the house. Did you hear that? She said, "Eat the worm." She knows all about the alcohol. All right. So this before we get into shout outs, Again, thank you so much for being here. These are great books. You have a great
you.
career.
Thank
and
you.
I hope that the whole Repo Radio team, we can establish a great friendship with
Yes.
you.
Yes. It's
So I think that we have a lot in common. Dodgers, go blue, baby. That's what
go
I'm
blue.
saying.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah.
and that's a great thing. I can't wait for you to give me those balls you're talking about.
I've got
I'm
balls for you.
excited about it. Woo. Hey, I'm confident.
I've
in
caught
my
a lot of
masculinity. You want to
balls,
give me
Lou.
a ball? I am happy with it.
Lou, I'm happy to hand you a ball.
Outstanding. All right,
Scrape
guys.
the hair.
So, now it's time for shout-outs. We're going to start with Bree. You got any shout-outs, my dear?
I do. I'll make it quick. Shout out to JMAPR. Shout out to Anna. We miss you. Shout out to our amazing guest, Kathleen, and everyone here. I love working with all of you.
Super duper, young lady. Contestant in the house. Okay. Kathleen, do you have any shout-outs?
Oh, wow. JMAPR, for sure. Yes. My beautiful daughter, Aiden Grace.
Yes.
My super hot boyfriend, Doug Miller.
Doug, Poppy, what's up?
I know. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that's it.
Oh, wow.
I got all shy.
I knew a Doug Miller. Wow.
Really? He's a legit rock star. This
Really?
guy. Yeah.
I like him
Yeah,
already.
I know.
Wow.
Do you remember a band Crazy Town?
No.
They had a song called Butterfly.
Randy might know.
Come, my
Yes.
lady. Come,
Oh, yeah.
come, my baby.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're my butterfly. Sugar.
Oh, this guy's
baby.
a musical genius. You
Right?
don't know. He knows
Yeah.
everything.
He was the bass player.
Really?
I'm like totally
cool.
twirling my hair right now.
What? Look at you, dude. She's yours, bro. Don't worry, dude. Like she's doing a hair thing. She
But you
is
know
yours.
what? I had no idea he was even a rock star when I met him. He was just some dude in his garage. We met during COVID.
Wow.
I was walking my friend's dog. She adopted a dog from Vanderpump Dogs. You know, got this cute little emotional dog, and we're walking down her street. And she's like, "Oh, you gotta meet my friend Doug. He's always working in the garage." And I was like, "Oh, that's so cute."
Hey, just out of curiosity, does he have a brother? I mean, a sister?
Whoa!
No, I'm just kidding.
Either
I
or.
love you, Lou.
Randy, I'm just working for you, bro.
Yeah.
Chill.
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you
he's
so much. Congratulations on your books. I Should Have Been Nicer to Quentin Tarantino and Magic and Beauty, which we can get on Amazon.
Yes.
And finally, why don't you let the audience know your social media for they can reach out to you?
I'm Kathleen Kinmont on Instagram, and that's basically where I'm at. I'm really, really only on Instagram. I mean, I'm on Twitter, but I don't.
Okay, no, that's
you know,
cool.
I feel like I'm going to get into trouble if I Twitter too much.
Okay. No, I get you.
Understandable.
All right,
I'm
guys.
too out there.
Understandable.
Let's give it up
be
for
safe.
Kathleen Kinmont and her hot boyfriend, Doug.
Yes.
All right, Fern V, you got any shout outs, brother?
Yes, a shout out to our guest. Thank you for coming. I'm looking
thank
forward
you.
to reading your book. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Fern. Thank you.
Shout out to our fans, everyone that's listening, and a special shout out to my sister Regina. Happy birthday. I love you. Hope you have a great week.
Happy birthday, Regina.
Birthday.
All right, Rapfusius, what you got?
All right. Where's my music? Okay. I am pretty simple this week. I didn't write anything down because I've been working in the studio. So all I ask is that you go to youtube.com/Repo Radio. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe again. Create accounts just to like and subscribe. Just do it. And you like my shirt? Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do that.
All right, outstanding, guys. All right, I want to, first of all, I want to say thank you, Kathleen Kinmont, for being on our show.
Thank you.
Kudos and congrats on your career. And a big shout out to your daughter.
Thank you.
Awesome. And your book, too. I Should Have Been Nicer to Quentin Tarantino. Guys, you can get it on Amazon. Make sure you get the book. And also, Magic and Beauty. Guys, I know all of you guys have kids. I'm going to order a lot of these because I got a lot of kids and a lot of grandkids. At any rate, a big shout out to my Repo Radio team, our sponsors, Dia Toxica, JB Wholesale, Chewy Bravo, Cal Blend. Thanks for the awesome hand sanitizer. Go to calblend.com and see what's going on. Don't forget to check out our movie on Amazon Prime, Heavy Duty Lovers. You're going to love it. It's a great film, guys. All of our military troops, everybody at Fort Irwin, MCLB, 29 Palms, and a special shout out to everybody in the 82nd Airborne. My son out there at Fort Bragg, I love you, son. Thanks for your service. Keep up the good work. All my kids, I appreciate you guys, my supporters, our family and friends. Thank you so much. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week on Repo Radio. You know what's so funny? I already can predict the outcome of this show because you and I can see we already have a lot in common, and we're going to talk about it on
Awesome.
the radio.
Stealing cars.
That's one of them.
My mom had a Rolls Royce Silver Cloud.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
63.
No way.
How fun.
Gold. I mean, she's an actor.
Yeah.
And she was out of work on occasion. So, but she'd have to go and collect unemployment. And she'd drive that fucker up to the unemployment.
Whoa. Whoa. Like, do you own the
like a
unemployment office?
Hilarious.
Do you own
How hard is that car to steal?
Got my hairpin.
Let me tell you
Show
something.
us.
Oh,
See
dang.
that right there? I don't play
Oh, my
around.
God. Wow. That's like the key to the world right there.
It's, so,
The
Seriously.
International Ritz-Carlton
Beware.
key set. She has a penis.
ouch. Who said that?
She plays piano?
She has a penis. She's a penis.
I love everyone on Facebook. Hi, Facebook.
Totally messed up my keto, but it was worth it for you, Kathleen.
Sure.
You're on the very right.
Oh, yeah, that helps.
I'm like covering my earphones with my hair.
Oh, wow.
Oh, whoa, yours just disappeared.
I have enough hair
I
to
need more
actually
hair.
cover my earphones.
Yeah, it doesn't work on me very well.
Also, a tooth fell out. I had a tooth fall out
Whoa.
before I came here. That's why I'm wearing the mask. And I can't see my writing because my glasses are fogging up because my tooth fell out.
I love horses.
And cobalt. is such
So
a-
do I, especially on my plate.
Blue.
What? Do you eat horses?
Only
That
at
was a-
Arby's.
That's an old joke. That's an old joke I told, and one of them was, "I love animals, especially on my plate." And then people were like, "What?"
But horse?
Why?
I heard that's what Jack in the Box is. I don't know.
My keto
Oh.
diet.
That's just what I heard. That a portion of Jack in the Box is
Is that
horse
why
meat.
my tummy is always a little
Really?
rumbly at the end of Jack in the Box?
Maybe.
Can I get some fries with my
With my horse hamburger?
Triple Crown winner? What is it?
She has a lot of energy.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
It's this music that you're piping in.
I know the music's hilarious.
I'm trying not to like
It feels like a cartoon.
chair dancing. What I need to bring you the next time I see you, besides a baseball, is also a bottle of Falcon Crest wine.
Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably vinegar now.
That's
but-
okay. I
Randy, rock.
Yo.
I'm falling. In all the good times, I find myself longing for change. All right, we're gonna get sued.
No, it wasn't technically in the same key at all.
And in the bad times,
kidding.
I fear myself.
There you go.
You know this song?
Watch as I dive in, I'll never meet the ground.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
She's gonna be on my next album.
Okay, where we at? All right,
Thank you.
Kathleen.
Peace out.
Wow, she's a trooper.
Yes.